I'm Lori from Local Life. Welcome to my kitchen. So it's time for the holidays, and that means it's time to start digging through your recipes and finding those perfect recipes for the holidays. And that's exactly what I did. I wanted to find recipes that were great for my grandkids, for my company, gifts if the kids want to give it to their teachers, and so on. So I came up with 2 fast, easy, really fun recipes that everybody's gonna like. So let's go ahead and get to the first one. We at Local Life have interns that come in and work with us during the year to help put out the magazine. And one year we had Weston Sanders who came in, and he brought in a big tray of these incredible, delightful, crunchy things and said, here, this is a treat from my mom. And he said, I want you to know that there's a warning that you're gonna get addicted to my mom's toffee bark, I guess is what we call it. And he was right. I made it, it was absolutely amazing. So that's what I'm gonna make for you today. So we take the nice big sheet pan, and what I do is I put the spray on the bottom. I take parchment paper, cut it to size, and then crumple it up, because if you crumple it up, it goes smooth, it doesn't wrinkle in all the corners. So then you spray it again, and you take, believe it or not, regular saltine crackers. Really, saltine crackers. And you lay them out nice and neat like this. So you get to be all perfect here. And I didn't want to bore you with all of them, so I thought I had most of them done. So that's as simple as it gets so far. Next, we go over to the stove. So what I do next is I take 2 sticks of butter, which is exactly 1 cup, as you know, and I do everything time I use butter almost. I put it on the counter and let it get a little soft. I'm a butter addict. My whole family knows that I absolutely love butter. So then we take in 1 cup of brown sugar. I use the light brown sugar for this. And then I turn on my stove. What you want to do is heat it, and you want to bring this to a gentle, moderate simmer, I would say, not a boil. Because what we're going to do is cook it for about 3 minutes and bring it into a nice, saucy, yummy mixture that we just love. So we give it about 3 minutes stirring, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, it's go time. This is where it really turns into magic. And just remember, if you do it with your small grandkids, this is so hot. It almost scares me. But it is also so incredibly yummy. Could be better than brown sugar and butter. So you're gonna see why an offset knife is so important, because you need to spread it. And if you had a regular knife, it just wouldn't do the job. I've been hearing about offset knives for so long, and I finally got one, and I love it. So spread this over nice and evenly. It's all in your technique. It's all in your technique. I'm supposed to have fun with these videos, so I decided I'm gonna have some fun. All right, yes, I love to cook, but I like to have fun more. All right, kids. That looks pretty yummy to me. All right, so all we're gonna do now, we're gonna plop this in a 400-degree oven for about 5 to 6 minutes. Here we go. All right, here we go. Bye-bye. Okay, it's time to take these puppies out of the oven, and they are piping hot, so you be careful. All right, so they're piping hot out of the oven. I mean piping hot, so this is the fun part. This is the part I love. So you take about 2 cups of chocolate chips. Let's see how complicated this recipe is. I don't know if I need to break it down so it's a little bit more easy for people, but it is so fun. It is so good. What happens is when it gets so hot in a 400-degree oven and you put your yummy chocolate chips on top, they just melt right into the cracker. And you're thinking, how is a saltine cracker gonna taste good? I'm telling you, it is out of this world. That's that. So then what you do is you let it just sit for a minute, and what happens is the chocolate just starts to melt into everything. Your offset spatula helps create this. You have to sometimes finagle these guys. It takes just a minute for it really to start melting, but you'll notice as it sits there, they start to do their thing. And don't make it perfect. Nobody wants perfect food. So some crackers are gonna have a little bit more chocolate, some are gonna have a little bit more toffee. But that's the fun of baking. Okay, how's that looking? Nice. Oh, I love it. So for the holidays, if you're making this, you can easily put sprinkles on this and do all kinds of festive things. If it's not the holidays, what I will do is put almonds on it, these slivered almonds, and they just add that little bit of crunch, which makes it just absolutely delicious. But if it is the holidays and you have grandkids there, they're like, Lala, I need sprinkles. So then we have red and green sprinkles that you can put on this. And then you have to sing jingle bells, jingle all the way. I know, my kids say, Mom, don't sing. All right, so in my mind, that's looking pretty festive. All right, recipe 1 done, 1 to go. Okay, we finished our toffee. Now we're ready for something different. And this treat is especially for the adults. Everybody knows that I love martinis. A dirty martini is my jam. However, in the holidays, there's got to be something a little bit sweeter and better. And I did find the perfect one, a gingerbread martini. Go figure. So what I had to do first was make this wonderful gingerbread syrup. And it's so easy. You put it on the stove, put in 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, 5 or 6 cloves, 2 cinnamon sticks. No, not the ground cinnamon, the cinnamon sticks. And then anything else I put in there? Oh, a fresh piece of ginger. So the ginger that I have is the fresh ginger. All I did was cut off a 2-inch piece. You can peel it with a knife or back of a spoon. And then when you're done with it, put this in the freezer. It freezes beautifully. And then you can pull it out, grate it for Chinese, whatever. It's perfect for that. I boiled it for 3 to 5 minutes, cooled it, and I gotta tell you, this is like liquid gold. I could drink this all day long. So we made that. So let's go ahead and start making our martini. So I take my favorite little martini shaker, and in that I'm gonna put my favorite vodka, Tito's. I need 4 ounces of Tito's. So we do 2. I don't fudge this. I want to, but I don't. 2 ounces of my vodka. And then this one is it's similar to Bailey's. So I do 4 of this. 4. Gotta count. You don't lose count when you're cooking. Then 1 of Kahlua. 1. Just like a coffee liqueur. Now the best part about this whole recipe is Haagen-Dazs ice cream. You want to put in 2 scoops. Can you believe that? Yes, in a martini, 2 scoops. 1. I know, this is insane, isn't it? Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. And then we have to do what every martini person likes to do, is shake it. Oh no, I'm not shaking it till we put it in the ice. Then we're shaking it. Uh-oh, ice on the floor, that must be for camo. All right, if you're ready, let's do it. Can you hear it? Magic? That's what this is all about. Everybody that has a martini knows if there's not ice on top, you don't have a good martini. And it's getting nice and frozen on the outside. How long do you have to shake it for? That long. So you take festive glasses, they're beautiful glasses, and then you pour in your martini. Oh my goodness. Look at that magic going into that glass. I've been waiting for this all day. Look at this one. The best part about doing a cooking show. Okay. And then how do you make that better? You take ginger snaps and whipped cream. A dollop of whipped cream on each. And then you take your ginger snaps on top. Oh what we're gonna do is taste this with our toffee. We'll be back. All right, it's the big reveal time. Oh my goodness, I'm waiting forever. Can you see I nipped some of this? Oh my gosh. So what you wanna do is just take pieces like this and break it, put it in a container, kind of like this for the holidays if you want. And it is probably the most loved gift you will give anybody. Any teacher, any grandbaby, anybody will love this. It is absolutely, yummy. Okay, we slaved hard over the stove. We made our toffee bark, which could really harden just a little bit more, and our martini. So we're gonna taste them. Martini first, of course, sorry. Let's see. There are no words. There are no words. That is pure heaven. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh my goodness. If you don't make this, you're crazy. It's the best. From my kitchen to yours, bon appetit.